Do you know what time it is? That's right, it's very dang well in the last week or so. Really, take a look at this. 7 days in a row. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 days of green candles in a row, leading to a grand total of 24% in a single week for Dogecoin, approximately 10% today alone for Dogecoin over the last 24 hours. So absolutely massive numbers coming in for Doge. Very nice to see indeed. And if you're wondering, is there any way you could have possibly predicted this? How could you have ever known? Well, it's one thing to say Dogecoin's going up. A lot of YouTubers will tell you that. It's one thing to say the crypto market's going up. That's not that hard to predict. What's actually difficult to predict, though, is exactly to what degree it's going to go up and exactly when. And let me go ahead and show you this clip from my live from a few days ago real quick. We'll go ahead and brag a little bit here. Everyone who just came into live, welcome. What an awesome day for Dogecoin here. A lot more to come, though, and I'm going to show you exactly how I was able to predict it to this level of accuracy. Of course, you saw my video saying it's going to spike, but that doesn't mean much, right? Anyone can say that. That doesn't necessarily mean I know for sure, right? How do I know? Well, I can show you exactly how I did know. That's the proof. That's how you know you can actually take some of these metrics and use them. Take a look at this. During my last live stream, I called this spike for the cryptocurrency market. Take a look. You can see exactly what I predicted to happen. We've already seen the first leg up. So this was, I think it was 4 days ago. I showed you the first leg up, and I showed you exactly to a T what I expected to happen next. This for the Bitcoin price. Of this spike, expect the rest of it to follow next. If you're looking for the perfect signal to get into Dogecoin, well, Dogecoin in the last... Look at that. If you're looking, I said, if you're looking for the perfect signal to get in, by the way, remember when I told you I doubled up on my Dogecoin? Well, that was pretty smart, right? Because I literally just made 20% on my investment since I doubled up on my Dogecoin. I happen to be very happy with my decision. Hopefully you did the same thing. Keep in mind too, this is perfect timing, right? We're timing this for a reason with the crypto launch coming soon. The big swing pick that is literally coming in a matter of days. If you're looking for that high energy feel of a cryptocurrency launch, if you're looking for a project to get in on day one that has major influencers backing it, a project where every single dev is based in the United States and there's 0 team tokens being allocated, no chance for greed to run it in any substantial way whatsoever, this is the perfect opportunity to get in. All you have to do if you want to join is come and be part of the website or Patreon, patreon.com/MattWallace or MattWallace.io. You can join either place, be part of it, have fun with us as we do launch this pick. A lot of very successful picks in the past, including Tking 210x, Dogecoin, of course, we picked early. We've picked so many amazing coins early. Not everyone will be successful, right? But many of them are, and I have a very good feeling about this coming one. Anyway, take a look at this. This is the entire crypto market and how it's looking right now. Bitcoin, back above 20,000. I've said it many times, 21K for Bitcoin. If it goes below that, it's going to bounce back up relatively quickly. It only took a matter of months here. A little bit longer than that, I guess you could say. But it's still a matter of months. It's like, what, 6 months? I mean, look at that. We're already back to 21K. 23% in the last 7 days for Bitcoin. Dogecoin doing massive as well with a huge week for Dogecoin going back up to around 9. Twitter is going crazy, of course, right now. But once again, we'll go ahead and play a little bit of the rest of this. Last few days since 2023 has started, we have seen a pretty nice run for it from all the way at the depths of 6.5 all the way now up to 7.5 cents. So a nice size 1 cent spike for Dogecoin to start off 2023, kicking it off nicely with a little bit of a boom here. A lot of people talking about this on social media. The energy, of course, building nicely right now, and we want to continue to see this momentum. Each time it tests the bottom, it's spiking up again. So that's obviously very nice to see. Looks like we may be having a couple of Wi-Fi issues here that we are seeing here. It is bouncing up. Test point there. Right before, that's the price of. There you go. So you got the gist of it. I literally said if you're looking for the perfect opportunity to get into Dogecoin, it's right there. And I showed you the chart, which showed exactly what Bitcoin was about to do, and therefore the entire crypto market in large part. I showed it exactly. You can see going up right there is 20K. Literally, I called it. See the X right there? Where's the X? The price of Bitcoin right now, you can see there. 20,800. If you look at the X on the screen that I showed you the chart of, you can see the X, that's the 20,000 line right there. It's right above the 20,000 line. So you can see I predicted within like a couple $100. And I predicted also, you can see the date there. I predicted exactly when it was going to happen. You can see February 13th right there. So technically I said it was going to happen a day earlier. So I predicted it within 1 day of accuracy. And I predicted it exactly to what price it's going to go to within a matter of a few $100s. Now, we can't do this every time, but I can show you some of these things on the inside track, if you will. That's kind of a cheesy term, but it really is literally the inside track. I showed you on my video 4 days ago exactly where Bitcoin was going to go and exactly when it was going to do that. And I told you, buy Dogecoin right now. I've literally never said that before. Not that long ago, I said buy Dogecoin right now. And here we are, where we are right now. Take a look at this, though. Let me just go and see how many days ago did I double up on my Dogecoin investment. There it is. 2 weeks ago, I just doubled my position in Dogecoin. It was at like 6 point something cents right then. It had just fallen a little bit more. So I've already made, I think, like 30% on my doubling of Dogecoin, which is huge, right? Everyone needs to listen to this in the future. If I tell you it's going to spike, that doesn't mean I'm going to be right necessarily. I could be wrong. But if I tell you it's going to spike, I really do typically... And sometimes I get excited. I just say it's going to spike because I'm excited, right? But for the most part, if I say it's going to spike, I have some metrics and I'll show you them, and you can decide with me if you think that's true or not. We won't get too far ahead of ourselves. We can pat ourselves on the back a little bit, but I mean, at the end of the day, I don't think it takes necessarily the biggest rocket scientist expert to predict the crypto market's going to go up. It does take a decent amount of skill, though, to predict exactly when and how, and we've been pretty accurate at that. And I think we'll continue to get better. But my goal is not just to tell you. I want to show you how to do this. I want all of us to be able to do this ourselves without having anyone else that we need help from. Then that way, it's much easier to trust your own signal than it is to trust anyone else's. But speaking of signals, one signal I definitely highly recommend you check out. What a transaction there. Seriously, you got a matter of days left. We're planning to launch on the 16th. That's not 100% confirmed yet. But the 16th at around 3 p.m. Could be a little bit later, could be a little bit earlier. But around that time, we're looking at launching. And so be ready on the 16th. Have your bean be ready. We're going to launch, and you will be having an opportunity to get in on day one of a big swing cryptocurrency launch with major influencer backing, with all of the bells and whistles, United States devs only. No dev tokens being given, no team tokens in any way being given to anyone. Everyone has to buy in at the start. No taxes going to any team member. All the taxes, which is very, very, very low, by the way, is going directly to the contract, to the function of the contract. It's not even a manually controlled function. For the most part of it, it runs automatically. There are some manual things that you can flip around and change. I'll explain more about that after we launch. I can't give it away yet. But the other big thing is that the other part of the tax goes directly to liquidity. It's also small and no team tokens. So this is the best opportunity to get in without any outside interference. If you buy on day one and you're one of the first people in, there's essentially, I mean, I'm not going to say no chance of losing money, but there's as little of a chance of losing money as possible, and as high of a chance as possible of making like a 10, 20, or 30x over the coming weeks. And so there's a huge, huge, huge opportunity here with this crypto pick, and there's really no massive glaring flaws in it like many of the launches you see, which is why it's so exciting in my opinion, because so many of these projects have had major issues. A lot of people investing in crap tokens where the dev is getting like 5% of every single transaction going directly to their pocket. They just sell instantly. All these ridiculous things. This is an opportunity that I wanted to make sure all of us have, where we do not have to worry about a dev that has to sell all of their tokens. We don't have to worry about these massive team token piles. Or will they sell? Won't they sell? There's no big influencers getting paid tokens. Everyone who wants to be part of it, you just come and join and buy like everyone else. If you want to get in on day one, you can't do that, including myself. I'm not getting any handouts here. I have to buy in myself on day one, and I will actually probably, I'm definitely not going to be the first person to buy. Let's just put it that way. I'll make sure of that. If I, even if I mean, technically I know the second it's going to launch, so I could buy instantly, right? I won't do that. I'll wait a little bit after, so that way other people have a chance to buy before me, but I will buy some on launch day just for fun. Because I mean, the truth is, there's a very low chance I'll ever sell. I mean, maybe eventually I'll like once it goes super crazy in the future, right? Like, sure, I can take some profits, right? But I haven't sold hardly any crypto pick I've ever done, even to this day. I mean, we're talking about years for some of them, and I haven't even sold one token for almost all of them. The only token I took major profits on was Tking, and that was not while it was falling, first of all, and it was a good bit of time before the peak point, and I could have made a lot more if I wanted to on that. I didn't, because I wanted to see the project doing well. I wanted to see people making money. And so that right there, hopefully we built up enough trust. We have had a couple hiccups along the way, but that's expected. I mean, it's part of the cryptocurrency market. This one, I've done every single thing I possibly can to make sure it's as good of an opportunity with as few flaws as possible for all of us to invest in. Once again, you go to mattwallace.io or patreon.com/mattwallace and sign up right now. You can be part of it. and enjoy getting on day one of the launch. Once again, you have to have your BNB ready so that you are not going to miss out on that. It is a BNB based token. I also have on my website, you have to scroll down a bit, but if you're wondering how to buy BNB tokens, maybe you're thinking about joining, but you're like, well, I don't know. What if I can't buy? What if I pay this money and I don't know how to buy? Well, I got you covered. Go to articles here, and if you scroll down articles, you can actually see. You have to scroll down a decent way, but I do have an article on how to buy BNB picks. Just keep scrolling down until you find it. It's like maybe 3 scroll downs or something. It's a decent ways down. I'll put it up there higher on the website for the future. But that'll show you how to buy BNB tokens, how to buy Ethereum based tokens. Without further ado though, let's go ahead and take a look at a couple of these other cryptos here, because we have Solana up 60%. In the last 7 days, a huge gain for Solana as well. Avalanche up 41%. Dogecoin is, though, beating some tokens at the top, like BNB. Dogecoin's beating XRP. So Dogecoin has been a very good opportunity at the top. A lot of these smaller tokens that are doing really well right now are based off of their own chain and are seeing other tokens on their chain doing well. Meme coins especially having a bit of a resurgence right now. So we're going to continue to monitor that, of course. We're going to watch exactly how these tokens are spiking, and we will have an opportunity for another big swing pick outside of a launch potentially coming soon here, because this is my bread and butter. My favorite thing to do is read the market when it is in a territory like this, because we've picked some huge gainers in the past, and we will absolutely do it again. Shiba coin, by the way, also doing well. All of these coins are really showing some promise right now as the market starts to look up. Great to see as the energy on Dogecoin as well. Take a look. Fear and greed index, a little bit of greed, but still we have a lot of room left to go. We can get way more greedy here. It's not even close to done yet. And the Dogecoin is rising. You can see right there. Dogecoin to the moon. You got your golden lottery tickets. You're good to go. In case you forgot, the Dogecoin to the moon, SpaceX launching satellite Doge 1 to the moon soon next year. Mission paid for in Doge, first crypto in space, first meme in space, to the moon, says Elon Musk. You happen to love it there, as a lot of people posting and enjoying, celebrating, as we should. The Dogecoin spike that's been happening. Take a look at this. Baby Doge Swap even posting a meme there. Here we come, hashtag Bitcoin, a Dogecoin, riding the bike and passing. That actually is pretty funny. I mean, remember this scene for Mr. Bean? Like, you can't, I'm sorry, you just can't beat Mr. Bean. He's too athletic, he's too good. He never loses. And he doesn't care. He's just a winner. It's Friday and Doge wants some fun. Oh yeah, that dance was pretty incredible. Look at that. Fishing with Dogecoin. Tweet Toshi Dojiboto. What some of these names on Twitter, my goodness. They just get better and better. Oh wow. We probably should be careful just randomly scrolling on Twitter. We may run across something that's not YouTube friendly, and then we'll get in trouble here. At Tim, buy the rumor, sell the news, learn my lesson. It says, Will, never underestimate the power of Doge. Elon's a super goof, says dum dum. What? Shorts are coming. Long are for fanboys. What platform is the new crypto on? So you can buy the new crypto on MetaMask. That's the easiest place to do it. It's very simple. You'll get the contract address from the post. Copy the contract address, go to your MetaMask, click add token, you paste the contract address there, and it'll let you add the token. Then all you have to do is buy some BNB. You can do that in a number of different ways. You can just buy it directly on Coinbase and then send it, or not Coinbase, because technically Coinbase doesn't have that capability. But you can buy it on a number of places where BNB is available. You can get Binance US. You can also, here's the easy thing to do. You can buy Ethereum on Coinbase. Then you can use an app called Change Now, which is relatively inexpensive to use. You can download it on your iPhone right now or any other phone you have. Download the app, Change Now, then buy Ethereum on Coinbase, or even you can use Robinhood. You can use your crypto on Robinhood for this. It doesn't matter where you use it. If you have crypto anywhere on Robinhood, on Coinbase, say you have $500 in Ethereum on Robinhood or Coinbase, or even $500 in Dogecoin if you want, whatever you want to use. I wouldn't recommend Dogecoin, but you can if you want. Why not? Then all you gotta do is go to Change Now, and it'll let you send that $500 in Ethereum from any wallet to Change Now, and then you put your BNB address on Change Now, and it will take your Ethereum and swap it to BNB for you and just send it directly to your wallet. So even if you have trouble with any of the other methods, that's by far the easiest one. Change Now, send it to your wallet, then you have BNB in your MetaMask wallet ready to go. All you have to do is you can Google how to add BNB on MetaMask wallet. It's very easy. Once you have the BNB chain on there, then you just add the token and you use that money that you sent there to buy the token. It sounds a little complicated. I promise it's not. And if you have any issues, like I said, I have a full step-by-step instructions on my website. Just click on mattwallace.io, click on articles, and keep scrolling down until you see how to buy BNB. We can find it real quick. I'm gonna tell my website guy we should probably put an X button on this banner. But I mean, look, it was fun. It was a fun idea, right? The big banner. We can scroll down. We can. He really helps me with ideas and stuff, which I much appreciate. And he came up with the idea to do a big banner. I was like, yeah, it's a great idea. I like it. I think it's fun. But we'll keep. How far down? Maybe a little bit further down. I mean, I see. This is what I mean. Like you got to scroll a decent way down to find this. There it is. How to buy BSC tokens. Complete guide in only minutes. And by the way, the banner's not actually this big. My screen's smaller here, so you know what we can do. There we go. We can just do that. Now the problem is solved. Okay, so you can see how to buy BSC tokens in only minutes. It's not a super short article, but I wanted to really be clear with the steps. It's actually easier than it looks based on the link to the article. So you can see every single step by step. There we go. That's the full article. And I even have an example of a token you can buy on there. You can buy that right now as practice if you want, which the token I believe that's practice is Blinu. So there's a few different options you have there for how to practice and get ready. If you're going to participate in the launch, I highly recommend that you go ahead and practice right now with another token. Once you get the hang of it, you'll realize how much easier it is than you may have even expected. And then from then on, you will be good to go for the future. Once again, though, it is also a tiered approach, so you can decide what tier you want to join. If you do decide to join Whale Family, you get access to a cryptocurrency pick slightly earlier by 2 minutes, then 1 minute earlier for VIP, and then to the moon and all other levels get access after that, so that it's not too big of a spike all out the gate. So that way you have a different access based on your tier. You can choose whichever tier you want. But like I said, you're getting on day one of a major crypto project. It doesn't really matter that much what tier you join. It's really just for your own personal preference, which one you like more. And the same thing on Patreon. It's the same exact tiers, same exact time release. I time it perfectly so that no matter what platform you're on, you do get the same equal treatment. That way, there's no fear of missing out by being on one platform or the other. Once again, with SpaceX, though, this is probably the most exciting future catalyst of Dogecoin. If Dogecoin's doing this well right now, which is fun to watch, just wait until you see what happens with Dogecoin when it does get put on the moon. We're seeing the mission very soon here. It's perfect timing with the market looking up like this. This is the territory where if Elon Musk makes one big announcement, boom, it's over. It's big time. One big announcement from Elon is all it's going to take to send Dogecoin absolutely flying like crazy, and we're going to be looking for that within the next month here. Dogecoin is in a position, it's primed, it's ready. Some of these other cryptocurrencies have been beating it just ever so slightly. Some of them, like Solana, for example, beating it by a decent amount. So when you compare the amount Solana is beating Dogecoin right now to what's going to happen when Dogecoin does get the major announcement from Elon, it's going to be so much bigger than what Solana has done in the last week that's going to make it look like absolute peanuts. This will be perhaps the biggest thing we've ever seen in cryptocurrency history, and we have the ability for Dogecoin to literally go from number 9 right here to number 2. It could be so big that it literally passes Ethereum. That's not out of the question, and that is an insane level of spikeage, right? At the very least, I don't see any way we don't see Dogecoin going to number 3 from this major catalyst. We will see Dogecoin passing Tether. It will be up there, Bitcoin, Ethereum, Dogecoin as the top 3, and we have the ability to even see it coming up and trying to rival Bitcoin from these next catalysts that are coming. So huge things to look forward to when it comes to Dogecoin. If you want to press like, you're certainly welcome to do that. 1 like equals 1 new individual coming into live, and this is actually a really good live for that to happen. COC is still live. They are raising funds. That is true as well, Anthony. They're doing everything they can right now to try to make the cryptocurrency go up in value, and they're focusing more away from the CASINO and more so on the game development and what's happening with the other parts of that. We also have Doge Chain, which has been massively outperforming a lot of people's expectations. Not mine. I was expecting it to do well. Then we also have CPO, which is in a building phase as well. I mean, every project that we love is in a building phase. That's just how the market works. In this time in the market, you're in a building phase. And when the market starts turning green, now we're starting to get into bull market territory. My whole portfolio is up a heck of a lot. I'm very glad I doubled up on Dogecoin before this happened, and I hope you bought some more as well, because if you did, that's a very smart decision. I mean, if you bought XRP or BNB, you wouldn't have made as much. Dogecoin absolutely outperforming and matching all of the top cryptos. The only top crypto in the top 10 that did better than Dogecoin this week with the exception of a couple that did around the same, is Cardano, going up 8% more. Besides that, if you picked any crypto in the top 10, Dogecoin was your best choice over the last few weeks, and it's going to continue to be even the best choice of all crypto by far, as we see the next catalyst coming for it. Let's go and take a look at this. So it's a tipping coin. It says Upcoin. Dogecoin is absolutely a tipping coin. Not much what's up with you. And first rule of Upcoin, we don't mention Upcoin. that's true. No Upcoin. We don't want to mention that. If you may remember what happened, and the guy who started it was, I considered him, I wouldn't say a friend. I mean, I've never considered him a friend. I liked him. I thought he was cool. He went on my show. I went on a show. I considered him to be someone who was cool, and then he really betrayed everyone's trust, unfortunately. I really couldn't believe when he took down the website and stuff. Like, I get it. If something goes wrong with your project, okay, that happens, right? But for you to literally take down your website, delete your social media, leave everyone hanging, and literally he admitted that he just simply said, oh yeah, I feel like taking all the money for no reason. What? I mean, that doesn't make any sense to just take all of the money after building up a project. If you're more patient, first of all, you'd make more money. Second of all, that's the right thing to do, period. It doesn't matter. You can't just say, oh, yes, I'm going to hype up a coin, then take all the money. He still hasn't returned it, by the way. He apologized, but I'm sorry, but I'm keeping the money. What? And deleting all the website, social media, screwing everyone over in the project of any chance of possible gains in the future. Just an absolutely terrible way to handle that. And then he tries to make videos after that. I mean, my goodness, what the heck is the deal with that guy? I don't know. I mean, he used to be a favorite of the community, not so much anymore. But Dogecoin Dad helping with the moderation. I appreciate that, Dogecoin Dad. Thank you. Yeah, people who are saying mean things. No, there's no place for that here. You're welcome to go say mean things somewhere else on the internet. So thank you, Dogecoin Dad, for that. I just banned him. You're banned, Jimmy. Nice try. Anyway, I'm at Wallace. This is Final Stand. Make sure to have fun. Join the website. Join the Patreon, wherever you want to join. Big swing picking, only a matter of days here. You don't have much time left. Get your BNB ready. I'm at Wallace. This is Final Stand, and I'll see you in the next video.